After a large-scale operation under the codename Scorpio in the Congo, the Ukrainian crews of the Mi-24 are called the United Nations Sting. They became the main striking force of the Blue Helmets from the sky on positions of an illegal armed group, the so-called Alliance of Democratic Forces, in November last year. For 7 months, the Ukrainian 18th Separate Helicopter Squad of the United Nations mission completed over 2,500 flights, having spent more than 2,000 hours in the skies over Africa. Since the year 2000, Ukrainians have been participating in the international UN peacekeeping operation in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Today, it is the largest national contingent, consisting of 250 peacekeepers. Alexander Lavranovsky returned from the Congo 2 years ago, but all this time he continues to follow the development of the political situation in the Republic. He says that in the region where he was a military observer, there was a constant confrontation between the population and the police.
I remember that the local police was engaged in raiding. The local population couldn't stand it. They came to the police station and burned it. It was 300 meters away from us.
In the region where Alexander Lavranovsky performed his mission, there were not only uprisings, but also outbreaks of fatal diseases, such as cholera, malaria, and yellow fever. For that entire time, he had up to 10 vaccinations.
In Africa, the humanitarian situation is quite complicated. These were different diseases. All foodstuffs had to be disinfected and their quality was monitored closely. After sunset, we always used repellents, as malaria can lead to disastrous consequences.
In addition to the Democratic Republic of Congo, Ukrainian servicemen are participating in 7 more UN international peacekeeping and security operations in Kosovo, Moldova, Afghanistan, and South Sudan.
This year, the Ukrainian peacekeepers plan to leave for Mali. The issue of sending the first 5 Ukrainian servicemen for the mission is in its final stage. At the same time, in April, Ukraine resumed participation in the UN temporary forces in Cyprus.
Ukrainian peacekeepers have taken part in UN peacekeeping and security missions since 1992. During this period, nearly 45,000 servicemen of the Ukrainian armed forces were involved, including 55 Ukrainians who were killed during UN peacekeeping missions. Reported by Yulia Boshko, UATV.